Now, I don't know why haters be telling me to mind my business when they're out here not minding theirs. Shut your mouth and enjoy the tea. We all know you're here for it, sis. Good morning, ninjas. How are you guys doing? So, girl, I'm Shongwane, aka Miss Fair Focus, but I'm back for entertainment. If it's the first time joining me, almost definitely welcome. Please do subscribe and, of course, hit the bell. I absolutely love you. Now, obviously, I'm sure everyone is like, Owamie, yes, we've got a new setup. I actually went and bought some office furniture on Saturday, so I officially have an office, you guys. I will go ahead and give you guys a tour. I'll do a video and I'm sure it will come somewhere this week. If you follow me on Instagram, you already know exactly where I set everything up, but there are certain things that you guys do not know that I obviously did not show because I wanted to keep them for the video. So that video is going to definitely be a lot fun. I'm moving my heater because you all know how this gas heaters be so hot. So anyway, guys, from yesterday's video of the real reason why I quit nursing, I did say that there was a time we got visited by ghosts in the hospital, and yes, a lot of you guys were like, oh, I'm wanted story time on that. Don't worry, my girl got you, okay? I will give you what you want. So yeah, if you did not watch that video, please go ahead and watch it. I feel like I spoke about a lot of things there, so yeah. Anyway, the other thing that we're obviously going to then start with is I'm gonna just give a small background. So basically, as you guys know from the video, I used to be a nurse, and this is something that happened when I was just a student, still a student nurse, obviously medicine. So which you guys know, I did walk away because it was horrible. Not horrible, but I don't even know how to say it. But anyway, yeah, we ended up not being there now on YouTube. Okay, so what actually happened was, you guys, this is something that happened 2013. It was me and my group, because they used to group us and we used to work as groups. I think we were a group of 5, if I'm not too mistaken. Yeah, I think we were a group of 5. But the thing is, with my group, you guys, I don't know how they had grouped us, but they kind of grouped us as vendors. So we were like 5. It was me, it was, I'm not going to mention their names, 2 vendor girls, and then it was 2 vendor boys. So we were like 3 girls, 2 boys, and we were all vendor. So it made things very much easy. You guys know how we are, vendor people, we love each other. I mean, I feel like everyone loves, every culture loves each other, but whenever you go to a place where you're not too many, I guess, like, you tend to group each other, understand? So it was really nice, the fact that they actually did that and we were able to just be us. But again, I feel like it was also a bit of a problem because of, we used to do a lot of sneaky things because we were tight like that. Like, unlike other people's groups, our group, if we were like, this week we ain't going, ain't nobody going nowhere. So we used to be able to count on each other and everything. And so that this whole situation happened the night that we were working. So we used to work day shift and night shift, and that time we were working night shift. And yeah, we were working in a male ward, and this is something that actually happened in, obviously, George Mukar. That's where I used to do my practicals. So one night, one fateful night, we were actually like working, everything went well. We arrived at work, started working, did our routines and everything, and then we were done. So now what they used to do is, with most wards, I don't know if maybe they've changed, they used to have like kind of like 2 nurses rooms. Other wards is because some nurses would be fighting, but other wards obviously would be because of there's an extra room, or they just want an extra space and stuff like that. So usually there used to be like 2 nurses room, and whenever we're there, they'd be like, your students, go and be by yourselves, like, you can be talking about whatever you're talking about, you can be helping each other, maybe study for a test or something once we're done with our routines. And then they used to be on the other side, but it was not something like of every day. Sometimes we used to like sit all together. I don't know why we used to sit like all together and stuff. But that night we decided that we were going to just go into the other nurses room, and we were just basically talking, gossiping, whatever, what we are good at. Actually good at. So we're busy talking there, we're talking, everything is okay. We look at the time, I think it was around past 1 a.m. and so we hear something, and that thing is like saying, somebody help me. Now, number one, the whole ward, it only had males, so it was only men that were in there. And number two, it was only blacks that were in there. We didn't have any Indian, we didn't have any white person there at that particular day that this whole situation happened. So at first, honestly, you know, like when you feel like something is not okay, like your hair actually stands up. But once I heard that voice, you guys, it was like something is not right, because my hair is actually standing. And I actually saw that it was not only me that this shocked, because we all just like stopped and looked at each other, you guys. And we listened again, and it was like, somebody help me. And number one, this is a woman's voice in a male ward. Number two, it's like a white woman's voice. We don't have any person in white here. We don't have any woman in here, so it was really quite strange. And then so what actually happened was, the sister that was in charge, we had her opening the door obviously from the other side, and then she went out. Now when you are looking after patients obviously at night, you always need to make sure that obviously they sleep comfortably. So you will go out if someone is calling out for help, or maybe someone needs help, or you're actually just doing your routine, especially if it's not like the ICU, and we didn't have the ICU there. So it was like, oh, okay. She went out and she tried to find out like what is actually happening with this person. So, you know, she goes out, she asks like, hey, did someone say anything? Everyone is quiet. Every single person is quiet. And so she asks again, like, you know, she goes like booth by booth, cubicle by cubicle, and because we do obviously close in the curtains so that it's dark, they can be able to sleep well, she had like a small torch, and so she was opening and flicking the torch and asking, did someone ask for help? But obviously with a low voice, and nobody said anything. And once she finished, you guys, because when she went out, we also went out, because we were like, what is happening here? And we moved from that nurse's room to their nurse's room where they were sitting. So we were now all just combined, and we were sitting there and we were talking. So now when the sister came back, she was like, nobody said anything. Immediately, you guys, she closed the door. That thing immediately started, somebody help me, somebody help me, somebody help me. Like, it was like sort of like an echo wave. Like, it's scaring the heck out of me even talking about this. Oh my god, you guys. And then after that, like, even the sister was like, okay, what is happening here? She was like, we need to go out there and check, maybe someone needs help. And I was like, okay, y'all can go, but it ain't gonna be me, boom. I ain't even getting paid that much yet. I ain't going out there. Now obviously, like, as students were just like, okay, Lina, you have got experience with this, y'all go out there and deal with these things. She now didn't go alone because she was also scared to go alone. She actually took another sister and another one, so there were three. She took another because it was like two sisters and then obviously like a staff nurse. So they went, the three of them. And when they went there, they checked, they switched on the lights. Nobody, you guys, was there. So after that, they came in, they closed the door. Once they closed the door, somebody help me. Oh, you guys, I've been scared in my life, but that definitely takes the cup. Number one, this thing that is saying somebody help me is like, it's by the corridor inside the ward. Now obviously outside there is the what do they call this, like the, I don't know how to, there's the corridor obviously, and it's very long. If you know how Judge Mukari is actually set up, it's long. Guys, honestly, it was one of the most scariest things in my life. And then the staff nurse that was there, she started talking about ghost stories and how, you know, the experiences that she's actually experienced scared the crap out of me even more. We're all sitting there like just holding our bags like this. You guys, like, I could not wait for it to actually be morning. I was like, I need for it to be morning. I need to get the heck out of here. And on top of that, at times by the corridor, you just hear stretchers like going up and down. One thing I do know for a fact is that if maybe there's someone that deceased, the mortuary would not just come at any hour. So sometimes we would have to peg them and put them maybe in a room, wait for the mortuary to actually open. So for like stretchers to be up and down around 2 a.m, it's very rare. Okay, very rare. Because if someone maybe passes in the middle of the night, it's difficult. If I remember well, sometimes they used to call, sometimes they used to only call the family in the morning, because they're like, okay, we need them to actually sleep and rest, and then in the morning we're going to tell them. So and most times, you know the mortuary is closed, but you can hear stretchers running up and down. And so that night, you guys, like, we sat up like this looking at each other. We were even scared to talk. And I imagine you when you get scared, your blood also gets scared. You need to pee. I did not even go out there to pee. I was like, no ghost formed against me shall prosper. Guys, then okay, the morning finally arrived, which felt like 150 years sitting in there. In the morning, this other male patient, he started, like, swearing. I'm like, what's wrong with you? He's like, I screamed all night. You guys were not coming to help me. There was something standing here with long hair. Guys, we didn't hear anybody scream. And another thing again, the sister was going out constantly to check who's saying somebody help me. That one, we all saw it. We even moved from the room that we were at to go and join the others because we were scared. But at the end of the day, like, that man is saying that he screamed all night. There was a thing here that had long hair. The voice we heard was of a woman, a white woman, and people that usually have long hair, obviously they're like white or something. I don't know what actually happened, because that's a male ward, so it didn't even make sense. Guys, honestly, like, it was one of the most scariest things. And I was like, yo, when I tell you, when we left there, I never went back to that ward. Actually, I stopped working night shift. Not just me and my partners were like, Bona, okay, this is not even worth it. We ain't dying out here for nonsense. We are not even getting paid. These people treat us like they're slaves. We ain't even doing it. We didn't go back to that ward. We were like, oh, it was our last day, we're done. We went home and rested until we had to go to another ward, and then we went to that ward, and we had to be changing. Now we had to be working day shift. I hate night shift. I hated night shift because, wow. And you need to understand that, obviously, like, with the hospital, different spirits are living. People are dying. Some people die miserable. Some were witches, some were this, some were that. So it's not child's play out there. And of course, there've been a lot of stories of people talking about ghosts. The stories that sister, not the sister, the staff nurse that was talking, you guys, she made me so scared. Oh my gosh, if I tell you some of those stories, oh my gosh, no, she really even freaked me out even more. If you want to hear about the stories she was talking about that she has expressed, go ahead and comment down below. I'll go ahead and do those. But that one was the day that I actually, I didn't see, but I definitely heard. Woo, it was very scary. Go ahead and comment down below. Have you ever had any ghost experience, especially if you work in the hospital and you're there night shift? Have you ever seen some things that are quite weird that you can just explain and stuff like that? Go ahead and comment down below. I love you so much. Stay blessed, and obviously, you guys know I'll see you guys in my next episode. Bye, my ninjas.